Jai Shri Ram. Types of thinkers. There are several classifications. The simplex, duplex, multiplex, omniplex, and other interesting typologies. We are stepping into the wild garden of minds. Let us explore these plexes and other intriguing typologies of thinkers, giving each a flavor of how they process, connect, and explode ideas. I'll expand a bit beyond the ones you mentioned. The simplest thinker. 4 billion people on the planet who subscribe to Christianity and Islam. Well, I forgot. We can add communists into that. So perhaps 5 or even 6 billion. Simplex thinkers. These are the worst unevolved, retarded, lumpen dorks. They are the people who can be easily brainwashed, misled by demagogues, and they want to know what is right and wrong. They want to know who is right, and they also want to be told whom they must hate. Linear, sequential, focused on one thread at a time. They can't beyond that. Clarity, precision, stepwise problem solving. Sorry, I disagree with you. Weakness, in fact, nothing but weakness only. Duplex thinker. Duplex thinker also dichotomous thinking, black and white thinking. They think that there are two sides. That means good people, bad people, us and them. You'll see that these Abrahamic cults, both Christianity and Islam, the the adherents believe that they are right, all the others are wrong, and therefore they have to be either converted or killed. See their holy books. Okay, so these are the duplex thinkers. They feel that there are always two ways of doing things. They don't realize that there are multiple ways of doing things, and uh, there are multiple ways of being right too. So duplex thinkers are another underdeveloped, unevolved, cretinous lot. Anyway, let us see. ChatGPT is giving us a positive kind of explanation. Able to weigh pros and cons simultaneously, good at negotiations and strategy. Okay, multiplex thinkers. Ah, I would look at these people positively. That means they can entertain multiple opinions which are contradictory, but still they don't get disturbed. Mental overload is the risk, can get lost in complexity. Okay, I hope you're reading and taking a screenshot. Omniplex, yes. These are the people who integrate everything. Emotional logic, intuition, history. A true Hindu is an omniplex thinker. Visionary, holistic, synthesizes across disciplines effortlessly. Weaknesses rare, can become overwhelmed by trying to encompass too much. Biting too much. In fact, I love this quote. Uh, Bite off much more than you can chew, and then chew. Leonardo da Vinci, Vivekananda, Adi Shankaracharya, Ramanuja Madhvacharya, and all these saints, not saints. Saints are criminals. Christian saints are criminals, and the Sufi saints are again, well, I don't want to use any strong adjective because I don't want to become the victim of the Indian law. So they're all scoundrels. Okay. Other fascinating typologies. Lateral thinker. Out of box solutions. Lateral thinker. Convergent thinker. Excellent in exams. Divergent thinker. Explores every possibility, brainstorming. Dialectical thinker. The dialectics is the, critical thinking. It is the examining the opposite position. Uh, Dialectics is, as David Hume put it, thesis plus antithesis leading to synthesis. I could say A is good, you can believe A is bad, and if we patiently hear each other out, we will arrive at a synthesis that A could be good in these situations and A could be dangerous in some other. Now we are more knowledgeable and more well informed about A. That is the process of dialectics, which Krishna supports in 1032, Vada Pravadatamaham. Vada, Krishna explains, is the conclusive inference which is which is arrived at by people who have a bona fide intention of knowing the truth. Usually, in discussion tables and debates, Jalpa and Vitanda dominate. Now, Vitanda is when two fanatics are debating, that is Vitanda. Each is obsessed with his own correctness, and he will do everything possible to dominate and convince the other fellow. He will do everything, hook or crook. That is Vitanda. Jalpa is the devil's advocate. The person who indulges in Jalpa has no position of his own, but he is a master critical thinker or perhaps a sophist, and he will indulge in sophistry, casuistry, specious argument, and completely destroy the other fellow's argument or belief system. And that fellow will become totally rendered rudderless. Personally, Vada, Vitanda, Jalpa, all three can be used depending on the situation. But if you are a true seeker, uh, if you are a true Hindu, authentic Hindu, you will resort to Vada. We will pool knowledge in order to understand better and grow in our knowledge. Recursive thinker thinks about thinking itself. It is like that blue hat thinking, Edward de Bono's six thinking hats. Recursive thinker is the blue hat thinker. Thinks about thinking itself. Why are we thinking like this? The Sattvic thinker, Rajasic thinker, Tamasic thinker, Daivi thinker, Asuri thinker, 16th chapter, 17th chapter, 14th chapter. Throughout Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is talking about all these types of thinkers. So, metacognitive. Intuitive thinker. Okay, rapid insight over slow logic. Leans on the gut. Experienced chess players, emergency responders making split second decisions. Okay, so I think if you like, I can create a visual mindplex map as a spectrum from linear to omniplex, including overlaps, hybrids, and real. Okay, we'll look into that later. Okay, in fact, I asked more detailed explanation of the plex types. And let's see what simplex thinker, the linear laser. Take a screenshot if you want. Okay. The duplex thinker, the dual lens. Okay. Strengths are, well, weaknesses can get indecisive. You'll be paralyzed by too much choice. What do you call? Maximizer, satisfizer. That is another nice classification. Mentally flips between scenarios. Now, multiplex thinker, the pattern weaver. Nice phrase. Pattern weaver can overcomplicate simple problems. So mental clutter. Constantly juggling ideas. Love brainstorming. Thrives in dynamic environments. Omniplex, the holistic visionary. Yeah, if you are a Gita student, you become an omniplex thinker. The holistic visionary. Integrative, meta level, synesthetic thinking. Okay, we'll look into synesthetic thinking later. Synthesizing everything. Okay, what are the weaknesses? Cognitive overload. Information overload. Hard to communicate the full depth to simplex or duplex mind. That is true. It is like Ramanujam trying to take math tuition classes in order to earn some money to feed his family, but his level is so high the students ran away. Ramanujam's math, even great mathematicians cannot understand. Sometimes I face the same situation in my life. I am talking about Gita, Hanuman Chalisa, Ramayana, and unfortunately I am unable to communicate the full depth to simplex or duplex minds. So much so that I have become schizoid now. I'm beginning to detest ordinary human beings, and most people are ordinary. I don't find any Einsteins or Vivekanandas anywhere. Anyway, that's my destiny. So behavioral traits anticipates future ripple effects. Thinks in metaphors. Thinks in metaphors. Thinks in systems and patterns. Often writes, yeah, I do write. And cross fertilization of ideas takes place. Inventing frameworks and theorizing. a polymath, revolutionary innovator. Okay, well, that's the end of it. Okay, thank you very much. Jai Shri Ram.